This is the TCL marketing plan for the United States of America, which consists of the team of David Benjamin, Michael DeLuca, Mike Mospens, and Michael Swaby. Our executive summary. TCL Corporation is a Chinese multinational company that is the third largest producer of televisions in the world. TCL USA is a wholly owned subsidiary of TCL Corporation and is focused on the growing sales in the United States television market. There are many domestic and foreign television manufacturers that market and sell televisions in the United States, so TCL USA is competing in a mature and crowded market. While congested, the United States television market is also profitable. A properly integrated marketing plan combined with a strong product could create a large opportunity to gain market share and produce strong profits for TCL USA's parent company. In the following situation analysis slides, we will go over the internal environment, external environment, and customer environment. TCL is a China-based company headquartered in Guangdong, China. Although TCL is based overseas, its presence in America is growing. They currently have a business center in the United States in Corona, California. This gives TCL a domestic source for customer service for the United States. Although it can be difficult for a foreign company to be in the United States, TCL certainly seems to be committed to the American consumer. The company has also invested over $20 billion in a state-of-the-art production facility to manufacture its own televisions and components for the TVs, including flat-screen panels. This large investment shows TCL's commitment to producing a large volume of televisions and also keeps the resources in-house as opposed to outsourcing. In addition to in-house assets, TCL has created strategic partnerships with several different companies, including Roku, Dolby, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, UCLA Athletics, the Rose Bowl, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Minnesota Lynx, and the San Jose Earthquakes. One of TCL's most visible partnerships is with Roku. This partnership began in 2014 as there was a need to not just deliver a television, but also to provide content to go along with it. Roku is a streaming service that offers on-demand programs from sources such as Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Video, and HBO Now. With this partnership, TCL is able to embed the Roku service within the television itself, thus creating an easy way to watch the Roku content without having to buy a separate unit. This value-added service gives consumers more than just buying a standard cable-ready television. TCL's external environment has several different categories of competitors. First, brand competitors, which market products at similar benefits and features, would be Samsung, LG, Panasonic, Sharp, Sony, and Hisense. Product competitors, on the other hand, do compete in a similar product class, but have products that have different features and benefits. Would include products such as the Apple iPad, Apple iPhone, Google Android, Samsung Galaxy Note, Amazon Fire, movie theaters, and movie rentals, as they all accomplish the same purpose. Some generic competitors who have very different products that solve the same basic need of entertainment would include live events, concerts, plays, and sporting events. And then some other factors in the external environment would be the entertainment industry and environmental regulations. Specifically with the entertainment industry, which includes movie studios and television productions, if these industries are in a declined state, consumers will not have a need to watch television. For the environmental regulations, as newer flat-screen televisions are taking the place of older televisions, there have been discussions on the proper way to dispose of these products, and legislation has been introduced to help with this effort. For the customer environment for TCL, things certainly have changed over the past few decades. We start in the middle of the 20th century, where families were very lucky to have one television. As seen in the popular movie Back to the Future, the lead character Marty McFly travels back to 1955 and is bewildered that the family he visits proclaims, "Why would anyone have two television sets?" There was very limited viewing options at this time. Fast forward to today, everyone has a smart device, and many people have their own individual televisions. There's lots more options to view on televisions, which leads to more programs that are for the individual preferences. And there's also lots of on-demand content, where in the past you were limited to what was on TV. Now you can choose what you want to watch, when you want to watch. We now move into the SWOT analysis. The first strength is value proposition in the marketplace. TCL currently produces 29 different televisions and has multiple partnerships embedded with their devices. Their value proposition is to provide quality televisions with significant programming via partnerships at a low price. They compete on the lower end of the price scale for their product lines and try to differentiate their product through quality versus the low-end peers, as well as partnerships such as Roku. Our second strength is manufacturing capabilities. TCL USA has manufactured over 20 million televisions in their own facilities across the United States. To obtain the raw materials needed to manufacture these televisions, TCL USA makes very large purchases of goods. By purchasing in bulk, TCL USA is using their scale to obtain raw materials at low costs. Our third strength is integration. TCL USA has built a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility that they use to manufacture panels and build televisions. By manufacturing parts themselves rather than outsourcing this process, TCL USA is able to better manage their costs and quality standards as compared to their competition. TCL USA is one of very few television producers that makes every part of their televisions themselves. They have complete control over the manufacturing process and the technologies included. The company believes that this allows them to produce higher quality goods more consistently than their peers. The fourth strength is innovation. TCL has 35 research centers across the globe, and TCL USA reaps the benefits of this effort. TCL USA is taking advantage of the global effort put forth by the entire organization, as this setup allows for sharing of expensive research and development costs. TCL has partnerships with well-known brands, and this has helped keep innovation high, as the sharing between brands has been set at a high level. By continually innovating and being able to produce new products to the market, TCL USA is positioning themselves well to compete in this very innovative and fast-moving market. Moving to the weaknesses portion of the SWOT analysis, the first weakness is market share. TCL USA does not hold a large percentage of the North American or U.S. market for television sales. Inability to gain market share can continue to hold the company back due to lack of scale, limited profits, and the ability for competitors to continue investing more heavily than TCL USA can. The second weakness is brand reputation. TCL's televisions are not well received as compared to the top name brands in the television industry. Consumer reports suggest that TCL's brand name is holding it back versus its peers, and inconsistency in quality is an issue. PC Mag uses the term respectable when assessing TCL's television performance. This is not enough to leap into the upper echelon of TV brands and will continue to force the company to play on the lower end of the pricing scale. For opportunities, the first opportunity is to increase brand awareness. As the TCL brand name is not nearly as recognized as some of their competitors, there is an opportunity to grow the brand. The reviews and feedback from various surveys show that the TCL product is reasonably comparable with more well-known brands. However, purchasing televisions is a very personal decision, and brand recognition is a large element for many people that make the decision. Second opportunity is to continue growing partnerships. TCL's website lists over a dozen partnerships, but thus far, only a few are highly recognizable and many do not appear to be fully integrated. TCL's partnership with Roku has served both companies well and has grown sales. Finding additional niche partnerships like Roku can help elevate the brand and sales. For threats, the first threat is a declining U.S. market. Television sale revenues in the United States have varied between not growing fast and actually declining over the past few years. Computer World states that consumers have been slow to upgrade televisions after their initial upgrades to HD TVs. Combined decreased demand for televisions with decreased pricing due to lack of new innovation and the overall sales decrease is highly concerning. This chart shows digital television unit shipments in the United States from the beginning of 2012 through 2017. Notice in 2013 it was at its highest and then decreased after that point to where we are today. The second threat is a highly competitive market. TCL is selling televisions in a United States market that is saturated with manufacturers. There are so many brand names in the market that websites exist just to tell the consumers which manufacturers are making the name brand TVs. The saturation of the market has blurred things for consumers, and some people view televisions almost as a commodity at this point. High-quality, long-lasting televisions are the expectation in this marketplace. A walk through Best Buy, or even a look at BestBuy.com, could send a consumer's head spinning. BestBuy.com lists 227 LED televisions alone on their website, and that does not include plasma, curved, or HDR televisions. This next section goes over the marketing goals and objectives. For our marketing goals and objectives, our first overall goal is to increase the sales of televisions and the number of locations where TCL televisions are available. The television market has grown over the past several decades, and as seen in the external environment analysis, there are several competitors in this market. This goal to increase the number of televisions will be dependent on our marketing strategies and the ability to meet the stated objectives. Our first objective in this category will be to increase sales of all televisions by 15% in 2019, and our second objective will be to increase market space by 20% in 2019. Continuing with our marketing goals and objectives, our second overall goal is to increase customer awareness. In the United States, the television market is dominated by major competitors such as Samsung and LG. These are household names that have name recognition. TCL, on the other hand, is not quite as recognized as those other big competitors. This is due in part by the marketing plans of those competitors. For example, if you type in televisions in a Google.com shopping search, any TCL television is far down the list. TCL needs more name recognition and brand awareness. To help with this, our third objective is to increase advertising by 50% in 2019. Our fourth objective would be to achieve a 5-to-1 return on advertising spend in 2019. Return on advertising spend is a performance ratio that measures the amount of online revenue earned compared to online marketing expenses. A common benchmark is 4-to-1, and 5-to-1 as an objective can be certainly achieved since TCL does not currently have a large online presence, and we hope to achieve this also through objective number 3. This next section goes over the marketing strategy for TCL in the United States. For the primary target market, an accurate assessment of market segmentation has to occur based on behavioral, demographic, and psychographic factors. Based on TCL strengths, the benefits of quality, value, and convenience would be targeted. TCL has gained market share in the United States by producing TVs that have appealed to value-conscious consumers and would like to continue targeting especially first-time TV buyers with a limited budget in order to maintain current market share of these customers. Another benefit that would be targeted is the convenience of streaming TVs and movies by utilizing the built-in Roku streaming services. Demographically, age groups ranging from 26 to 34, 35 to 49, 50 to 64, and 65 plus will all be included. Additionally, for income purposes, under 15,000, 15 to 30,000, and 30 to 50,000 will also be targeted. Occupations such as blue-collar, technical, laborers, and homemakers with high school, some college, and college graduates will also be targeted. In addition, the family life cycle such as married no children, married with young children, married with teenage children, and married with grown children that operate on a tight budget will also be included. Lastly, lower, middle, and working class individuals from all generations and ethnicities will be recipients of advertising campaigns. For the psychographic segmentation, this will reveal lifestyles such as homebody, couch potato, and family-centered, with the main goal of relaxing and escaping from reality, would fit perfectly in this segmented market. Our secondary target market would be the gaming community. This secondary market is generally comprised of the 16 to 25 age group, but increasingly includes the 26 to 34 demographic. Product strategy is the key to almost any successful marketing plan, and TCL USA should focus on 3 key aspects: offer to the public a product portfolio, leverage inherent benefits of operational excellence such as economies of scale, package uniformity, standardization, and sales and distribution efficiency, and then differentiation and positioning strategy, which included programs such as Color Your Life, GeoPaint, which was the result of a collaborative effort of making branding and packaging more appealing to the customer base, integrating the TCL mobile unit, and social media efforts. Supplemental products such as surround sound, virtual reality headsets, a gamer's bundle, and brand recognizable screens would immediately elevate TCL's brand status because of the impact it would have on brand differentiation and positioning. For the pricing strategy, price penetration strategy is designed to maximize sales, gain widespread market acceptance, and capture a large market share quickly by setting a low price. TCL possesses the cost structure and scale economies that can withstand narrow profit margins that will be experienced in this strategy. This pricing strategy, in combination with aggressive advertising to boost customer awareness and sales, is in line with established marketing goals and objectives. For the distribution and supply chain strategy, the value discipline that TCL excels at is operational excellence. TCL saves on expenses from various marketing channels, warehousing, logistical services, and physical distribution sites because they own their own supply chains. This has allowed production efficiency and being able to meet product demands with adequate supplies while limiting costs. In addition to production, TCL is also a top performer on Amazon. TCL USA should also create the ability for consumers to purchase TVs through the TCL official website. For the integrated marketing communication strategy, advertising through digital advertising, global projection advertisement, and sponsorships will all help achieve marketing goals and objectives. For public relations, it is important to note that TCL brings the largest Roku TV to market with the Premium C series and still has partnerships with the Ellen DeGeneres Show, TiVo, and Wingard. For promotions, we would have permission marketing, which has customers allowing TCL to use email or direct mail to contact them, and contests and sweepstakes. This would use social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in engaging and rewarding customers for their feedback. Marketing implementation. The goal of the implementation of the marketing strategy is to become a primary player in the U.S. television and entertainment market. TCL will take an implementation by command approach, which is a unified effort towards the marketing objectives, and this kind of implementation is direct and immediately actionable. In order to create an effort focused on the marketing strategy, the marketing group will be expanded by approximately 20% to manage the implementation of the aggressive and comprehensive strategy and divided into teams. Each team will have a specific emphasis and a team leader. These teams include product development, customer outreach and social media, partnership, advertising, e-commerce, supply chain, and operations. TCL's tactical activities are centered around achievement of the objectives put forth in the marketing goals and objectives. There are 4 categories of tactical marketing as seen in the following slides. The product tactical activities include continuation of the current varied portfolio offerings, maintain branding as a high priority and adapt to target markets, and create supplemental products for a full array of customer entertainment solutions. This category has an expected complete date of December 31st, 2019. For the pricing tactical activities, we want to increase operations excellence through continuous improvement of production, lower manufacturing costs, and maintain price position in the entertainment market. This also has a completion date of December 31st, 2019. For the distribution and supply chain tactical activities, we want to develop and support e-commerce capability through the TCL website, establish direct-to-customer supply lines, and create mutually beneficial relationships with large retail sales entities in order to solidify market share and increase customer familiarity and availability. This group should be completed by June 30th, 2019. For the integrated marketing communication tactical activities, we want to utilize targeted digital advertising and permission marketing, extend reach, increase value, increase number of sponsorships and partnerships, and hold contests and sweepstakes to engage potential customers and increase brand recognition. These activities should be completed by December 31st, 2019. Evaluation and control. For formal control, we have input controls where team leaders are selected for competency and create teams with input from management. Process controls include weekly team meetings, monthly team leader and management meetings, and quarterly marketing group meetings. This also includes annual employee evaluations and semi-annual personal development meetings. Some of the output controls would include performance standards and adequate progress toward marketing objectives. For the informal controls, we have employee self-control, which is the individual effort and commitment to the marketing plan, driven by the social controls, where the shared values of creativity, all-in behavior, and candidate collaboration are in effect, and then also cultural control, where the company identity is operational excellence, translating to excellence in marketing. We will also have marketing audits which will occur quarterly. The structure will include each team auditing another team in order for a fresh set of eyes and cross-functional learning. The standard will be progress toward the marketing objectives.